Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Surah Sajdah. The Adoration. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. I, Allah, am the best knower. Alif Lam Mim. Alam. There really isn't a translation listed for these 30 verses with the letters. The revelation of the book, there is no doubt in it, is from the Lord of the worlds, or do they say he has forged it? Nay, it is the truth from thy Lord, that thou mayest warn a people to whom no warner has come before, that they may walk aright. Allah is he who created the heavens and the earth, and what is between them in 6 periods, and is established over the throne of power. You have not besides him a guardian or an intercessor. Will you not then mind? And remember that you got to look at that in context and not think that God is held up by a throne like some guy sitting on a throne or anything like that. And then the throne being exalted, the footstool, and the footstool being exalted above being beyond the 7 heavens and earths and His Majesty, and the smallest of the heavens being like having like the thing with all the stars and stuff. This 7 billion light year across thing. He orders the affair from the heaven to the earth, and then it will ascend to him in the day, the measure of which is 1,000 years as you count. Such is the knower of the unseen and the seen, the mighty, the merciful, who made everything that he created, and he began the creation of humanity from dust. Then he made his progeny of an extract of worthless water, of fluid ejected, not worthless. Remember the gender, human, the progeny of the human. The human was created, and then the progeny of the human. It's not saying that God has progeny, and it's not saying that God is male, female, or both, or anything like that. Anywhere in the Quran does it say any of that sort of thing. Then he made him complete and breathed into him of his spirit, and gave you ears and eyes and hearts. Little it is that you give thanks. And they say, when we are lost in the earth, shall we then be in a new creation? Nay, they are disbelievers in the meeting with their Lord. Say, the angel of death, who is given charge of you, will cause you to die, then to your Lord you will be returned. And couldst thou but see when the guilty hang their heads before their Lord, our Lord, we have seen and heard. So send us back, and we will do good, we are certain. And if we had pleased, we could have given every soul its guidance. But the word from me was just, and I will certainly fill hell with the jinn and men together. So taste, because you forgot the meeting of this day of yours. Surely we forsake you, and taste the abiding chastisement for what you did. Now this next verse, prostration, nose and forehead, each hand, each knee, each toe, facing Mecca, or if you can't, something closer to indicate it. Only they who believe in our messages, who, when they are reminded of them, fall down prostrate and celebrate the praise of their Lord, and they are not proud. إنما يؤمن بآياتنا الذين إذا ذكروا بها خروا سجدا وسبحوا بحمد ربهم وهم لا يستكبرون. They forsake their beds, calling upon their Lord in fear and in hope, and spend out of what we have given them. So knows what refreshment of the eyes is hidden for them, a reward for what they did. Is he then who is a believer like him who is a transgressor? They are not equal. As for those who believe and do good deeds, for them are gardens, a refuge, an entertainment for what they did. And as for those who as for those who transgress, their refuge is the fire. Whenever they desire to go forth from it, they are brought back into it, and it is said to them, taste the chastisement of the fire, which you called a lie, and certainly we will make them taste the nearer punishment before the greater chastisement, that happily they may return. And who is more iniquitous than he who is reminded of the messages of his Lord? Then he turns away from them. Surely we exact retribution from the guilty. And we indeed gave Moses the book, so doubt not the meeting with him, and we made it a guide for the children of Israel, and we made from among them leaders to guide by our commandment. When they were patient, and they were certain of our messages, surely thy Lord will judge between them on the day of resurrection, concerning that wherein they differed. Is it not clear to them how many of the generations in whose abodes they go about we destroyed before them? Surely there are signs in this. Will they not then hear? See they not that we drive the water to a land having no herbage? Then we bring forth thereby seed producing, of which their cattle and themselves eat. Will they not then see? And they say, when will this victory come? If ye are truthful, say, on the day of victory. The faith of those who disbelieve will not profit them, nor will they be respited. So turn away from them and wait. Surely they too are waiting. And this passage, it's recommended to say it in the dawn prayer. Not required, just like it's not required to say Surah 18 or 50 or 62 or 76 during the period from sunset on Thursday to sunset on Friday. It is also not required to say Surah 87 and 88 in the congregational prayers of Friday or on the holiday. One could certainly say other things, but